Hey there, Rick Yoder again with another update for my WD6i e-commerce store. So I have my localhost open with the e-commerce store up and running. So as you can see, I have a sign-in link and a sign-up link at the top right-hand corner. I have the My Cart link, all of which should be viewable right now. So we'll go to the sign-in page and then sign up as well. Now the sign up and the sign in actually work right now. So if I open up Heidi SQL and refresh, and if I go to my data, you can see that I have my email address and my password in there. My token, I created and updated that. But just to show you that it works, I'm gonna do another account. So I hit create account. And I also have a profile page, so when the user signs up, when they first sign up, essentially they get redirected to the profile page. I think that's really nifty and whatnot. I think that's convenient for the user, so I think that that's a great little nifty feature there. So we're going to go back here and we're going to refresh, and there we go. We have my second email address, my new password, and I'm not sure what the remember token is exactly. I'll have to double check the documentation for that. However, we have the created at and we have the updated at as well. So now let's go back to the My Cart page and take a look at what's going on with that essentially. So I have not implemented the actual cart functionality just yet. I wanted to get the simpler stuff out of the way, the sign in, the sign up, and whatnot. Still have a few things I need to work out, such as, when the person's already signed in, don't display these links, just display the logout link, and also display the link to the profile as well. But basically I'm just focusing on the simple stuff right now. Never actually programmed a shopping cart before, so this is all just placeholder content for now. But what I have going on for the wish list right now is this is also just placeholder content, but it's a proof of concept essentially. So what I have going on here is I would have the actual cart, and you'd have all your stuff listed out for you, obviously, all itemized and everything. But then right before you get to the checkout button, at the bottom right hand corner of the page, essentially, the content, you would have the wish list. And the wish list would be saying, don't forget these items. Or I should really say save for later. I should stop saying wish list. Essentially, it's a save for later. So it's essentially reminding the buyer to buy an item that they added to save for later. It could be considered a wish list essentially, in the sense that, ooh, I want to get this, but I don't have the money right now. But it's really just kind of like a reminder essentially to have the person buy those items. So as you can see down here, we have, a 10-pack of styluses. If I open up the image here, and then we have some USB Type-C to female micro USB adapters for new phones and stuff like that. So let's just pretend that I'm a customer and I added a whole bunch of stuff to my cart. Let's say I was looking to buy like maybe 10 or 20 items, and then as I start to scroll down, as a matter of fact, I might be able to give a more proper example. Let's say the height is 1,000%. Well, I tried at least, but basically, the user would be scrolling, they'd be scrolling, and then all of a sudden they come across the checkout button, and before they hit that checkout button, they will be forced to see this essentially. So the idea is that hopefully that'll drive more sales, that'll drive more revenue for WD6i, by just giving like a friendly yet forced reminder essentially that, oh hey, you were going to buy these products, by the way. Now I do have the placeholder content right here essentially. Nothing fancy, nothing special, but essentially this is what the formatting would be in the HTML essentially. Got a few rows, got some columns. As a matter of fact, this is a row. Don't forget these items, that's a row. And then we have a row for the actual products themselves. Now, I'm planning to make each column size 2 with materialize, meaning that you could fit up to 6 of these in a single row essentially. And I'm probably going to see about making some sort of feature where if you have more than 6 items added to the save for later, you'll be able to horizontally scroll through that list essentially, instead of having the content vertically being pushed down and having more vertical content, because you don't want to push the checkout box too far below, because that would really annoy the customer. Like, they just want to check out, they don't want to see every single item listed out. They may want to see 1 or 2 in a single row, but they don't want to see 4 or 5 rows of 6 products essentially saying, oh hey, you added these, you need to see about buying these or something like that. So that would be inconvenient for the customer. So my goal is to make it so that we can scroll this row here horizontally, so that the checkout button can stay in the same place and the user doesn't have to do any extra scrolling or anything like that, basically. Other than that though, that's what I've been working on lately. I would show you the sign-in. I mean, I technically can show you the sign-in. Should I say can't, because I'm already signed in. Essentially, I already set up my routes to the point where I'm using the middleware, and essentially if I'm already logged in, it's essentially just going to redirect me back to my profile page. And I don't have, actually I think I might have a way of logging out. Okay, so now I'm logged out, and if I try going to the profile page now, it shouldn't work. As a matter of fact, it's been throwing an error lately and I'm not sure why, so I need to do some debugging there. However, if I go to the sign-in, and if I do one of these accounts I made, once I sign in, I'm just redirected back to the profile page essentially. So it's all about convenience. When you're signing out for the first time, just get redirected to the profile page. When you're signing in, get directed to the profile page. Now, maybe I may not want to do that for the actual sign-in process essentially, but just do it for the sign-up at least. Maybe give the person who just signed up a chance to edit their profile and their credentials basically. As for the sign-in, I might just want to redirect that person back to the home page so that they can start browsing products. But besides that, I've made a lot of progress, as you can see, going from just empty pages to having a functioning sign-in and a functioning sign-up and a semi-functioning cart with some placeholder content. And I hope to get even further within the next couple of days. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.